All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right, sorry about that, man. Every time you're looking for something, you can never find it, you know.
I understand.
So yeah. So tell me what have you done? Like where are you at?
Honestly, I've done everything. I feel like I've drove for dollars. I've talked to homeowners, been to like appointments. It's just like I'm trying to find the homeowners who would like accept a lower offer that and putting more deals in front of me that I could talk to homeowners.
So you're just trying to figure out how to generate more leads?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you haven't done a deal at all,
No.
but you understand the concept of how to do deals, right?
Oh yes, sir.
Okay. So the first step, man, like you're gonna have to try to build a team. You're gonna try to have to build a team. I think the best thing that works is to try to post ads and find property locators. I don't know if you've seen that video that I posted about property locators.
Yeah, I actually just posted that ad about an hour ago.
Okay, you're gonna get a lot of responses from that ad. So now when they call you, all you gotta do is tell them, look, if you find any abandoned properties, anything that looks boarded up, take a picture of it, send me the address, and then you could go directly to the steps of what I have on the video. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's gonna start generating a lot of leads for you because a lot of people want to get out of the rat race and they want to learn wholesaling.
Yeah,
Don't don't let them know that you're brand new and you've never done a deal. But just let them know that you're a smaller company and you're looking to grow, and this is what you require of them. Okay, so
hmm
just start getting people out there to locate deals for you. Just start building a team. That's the biggest thing. I think that is what kind of made me started doing more deals because you can't be a one man team. You can't do everything by yourself. You
yeah,
know, and someone else might be smarter than you or have more resources than you. Somebody might, like, I ran into this one guy. He was a restaurant owner, and this guy had like 50 or 60 grand to play with. When I was starting out, I didn't have 50, 60 grand to start to play with. So you
yeah.
know what I mean? So just like
hmm
now I could use his resources and his capital to use, and I tell him how to do marketing, and he uses his dollars to go find me deals.
yeah.
So that's the power of using OPM, other people's money. There's OPM, OPS, other people, OPR, other people's resources. So you just have to figure out what you don't have. Post ads out there because Craigslist is like $5 to post an ad, and
Yeah,
and then some of the sections they're free. So
yeah. I
you
posted
oh
it on Real Estate Wanted.
yeah,
That one.
that one's free, but there's a real estate section there in services. That one's $5. You might want to toss one there. And then there's the labor section. There's a free labor section, I think, and there's two different labor sections. I would post that same ad in both sections in the labor section because you get a lot of good responses on those in those categories. And you're spending 5, 10, 15 bucks, and it's there for 30 days.
Yeah.
So it expires in 30 days. So what you want to do is just post those ads, and then you're gonna get a lot of people. Have you tried ordering lists?
A list?
Yeah,
Nah, I'm not yet because I've really been trying to wait until I got my first deal and then reinvest on
yeah,
the
but a
market.
list a list is not expensive. Like you could spend $150. Do you have $150?
Yeah, nah, not right now. Not yet.
Okay.
Like not in like open cap.
Or how much do you have? Do you have $50?
Um, yeah,
You know, one of the best things you could do is order a list. You could order either absentee owner list or go to the courthouse. Did you see the video on how I skip trace my leads, like how I look up the phone numbers?
Oh yeah, fast people.
Right, right, right.
Fast
So
people.
you can go to the county clerk and ask them for like over here in New Jersey, like the counties have a website where I can look up pre-foreclosures. I can just go online and look them up. But if your county don't have that, you can go directly to the county clerk and ask them for a list of um, tax delinquent. You can ask them for a list of probates. You can ask them for a list of pre-foreclosures. Like they have those over there at your county, and they should be able to give it to you. And then from there, once you get that list, sometimes it's free, and sometimes they charge you maybe like 5, 10, 15 bucks. It's always a small amount. And then you can take that whole list, go back home with it, do the exact same steps as I was showing you as far as looking up the property information, the owner on Find People Search on those websites. You know how to search people. The same as the
Yeah,
video. You could just take that list from the courthouse, go home, and write their phone numbers and call them and start calling them. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
yes, sir.
it's a numbers game, and it's all about how many people you're reaching or how many people you're talking to. But also, you want to be smart about it because a lot of people don't have time. So if you don't have time, you want to leverage that with that ad that you have going on. You want to advertise that ad to get more people to start leveraging their time instead of your time.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
hmm
But yeah,
I
man.
do have I have a, I have a question. Would you recommend, like, would you ever get a VA, or do you have VAs?
No, you don't need it right now because how can you train a VA? I mean, and if you really think about it, those property locators, they are your
Mm,
VA. They are your
yeah,
VA because you can teach them all the marketing sources. You can tell them, "Hey, bro, you can do bandit signs, you can drive for dollars, you can do that. You can teach them all the marketing sources." Like my first deal, I didn't
hmm
I didn't find that first deal. Someone else found it.
yeah. I saw that on.
You know, I just knew I was a good closer because I sold cars in the past. You know what I mean? I did
Mhm.
mortgages. My closing is on point, so I know how to close. I know how to hard close. I know how to soft close. Like when you go into the car business, the way I did it, I went to work for a huge dealership, and that dealership had training. They kept us for like a month training us before we actually got on the sales floor. So they taught us everything. They brought a sales guy, a sales specialist to come to the dealership to teach us everything about sales. So, and then I sold cars for like 6, 7 years. Like, so my closing was very good, you know. So I knew it was just a different product. Like, I can close anybody on anything. So my confidence was already up. So what I did was I found someone else, and then I introduced wholesaling to them, and I taught them how to go and find the deals. She went and found the deal, brought the deal to me, and I already knew I'm a closer. I'll get it done, even though I don't know the paperwork. But it can't be as hard. My first deal, I knew it couldn't be that hard because there's more paperwork involved when you're selling a car. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? When you're selling a car, I don't know if you ever sold cars before, but there's tons of paperwork. You got to get these people to sign all these different documents. So I knew if I just needed a purchase agreement and an assignment agreement, that's got to be easier than selling a car. You know, the amount of paperwork you need for selling a car is a lot. You know, there's a lot of
yeah,
documents you need to get the clients to sign. So just knowing what I knew I could transition into this because it's less paperwork and my closing is already on point. And so I knew I could just basically go to the next level. And another thing, how many hours are you putting in the business every day?
well, usually it's all day. If I'm not like looking on
Like what
very
you said you
fast,
drive for dollars right now?
Yeah, but it's not a lot because I really don't want to use too much gas. Is why I'm not doing it a lot. But I
That's
do plan on doing it more.
that's the problem with most people. They won't do the work, but then they'll expect all this results. Like you gotta dedicate 2 hours a day at least minimum if you're gonna do it. Whether it's driving for dollars, cold calling, you don't have to spend money on gas. Like me, I don't drive for dollars. You know what I mean? I call.
Mm-hmm.
I use my phone. I use my cell phone. I still use my cell phone. Like people are saying, "Oh, get the system, get CRM, get this, get that." No, I use my cell phone. I use my cell phone, and I call people up. I'll get these lists. I'll call them up and ask them if they're interested in a cash offer for their property. They say no, go on to the next. That's it. Or before you hang up, you tell them, hey, I pay $1,000 if you can find someone for me. Or, as a referral, I always tell them that before I hang up. You want to turn them into someone looking for properties for you as well. Some of them are like, yeah, okay, fine, yeah. And then some of them like, really? So you'll pay me $1,000 if I know someone else? Okay. What's your name? What's your number? And they keep my information. So these are planting seeds. I'm planting seeds left and right. You're not gonna, it's rare. It's rare that someone just comes into business and starts doing a bunch of deals. But it has happened. Like me, I did my first deal within 30 days. And I'm hearing people who like Kong took like 8 months, before he did his first deal. So, but you just have to keep at it. But right now, I would say if you're in a situation where you can't drive or if you don't have money, I mean, just start using the Craigslist ads and I don't know, take the bus or something to the courthouse, get a list, and then just skip trace it online for free. You gotta get.
Yeah.
If I were you, that's what I would do. I would basically walk around my neighborhood for dollars. You can go jogging for dollars. You don't need a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
You could literally sit on the bus, pay $1 or $1.50. I don't know if buses come around where you live, but you can literally jump on the bus because buses go through all kinds of neighborhoods. And you could just be on your phone or get a camera and just snap pictures. You know what street you're on. Snap pictures of these houses that look abandoned. Then when you get home, look them up. Like, start being real creative. When you don't have money, you got to be really creative. Like, I used to think of all these things. How can I get a deal? So I used to think, okay, if I don't have a car, I'll just sit on the bus and I'll ride from end to end and pay $1.50. That's nothing. But the driver's driving, and I could be taking pictures of all these abandoned properties that the bus is going through all these neighborhoods. You know what I mean? So
true.
you could do that, or you could go to the courthouse. I used to just print out business cards, and I go by Home Depot, and I got videos of me doing that up there. Like I used to just go to Home Depot, put "We Buy Houses" card.
I did. Yeah, that would. I would do that. I'm just kidding. Somebody has somebody ever walked up to you when you put it in the window?
Yeah, and she was pretty cool. She was like, "Oh, you buy houses?" Like, "Yeah, I buy houses. If you know anybody, like, send them our way." I used to put business cards on because if you think about it, Home Depot has like 200 parking spots, and every hour there's another 200 people. Every hour, because these people in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So every hour to every 2 hours. These people are going in and coming out, and there's a whole different set of cars out there. And all these people are doing repairs on their properties, or at least doing repairs on someone else's property. So if you have a business card that says, hey, I buy houses cash, I close quickly, I also pay $1,000 referral fee if you bring me someone, all these people are working on property. Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah.
And you could do that. I used to do that 1 to 2 hours a day. I was just go to Home Depot parking lot, put a bunch of cards on every door, every door or every window. And then after like 2 hours, I'd head home. Put up some bandit signs. I'm not gonna tell you to do anything crazy if you don't have money, but you know, if you see someone else's sign and the back of it doesn't have anything on it, because some signs are two-sided, some signs are one-sided, man, you could take that sign, write your phone number, we buy houses cash on the other side, and nail it to some post. Do whatever you need to do to get that first deal. You gotta hustle. Like, there's some people out there who have the mentality of a hustler, but then there's some people who just want a deal. It's kind of like a person who wants to sell a house and a person who needs to sell a house. Like me, I used to go and take other people's bandit signs down, put my phone number on them, and then post them up. And then any bandit sign around that bandit sign, I take them all down. You know, I take all the competition away. Like, you got to do whatever you need to do to get that deal. Like, you don't want to play dirty forever, but when you don't have much, you got to play dirty a little bit to get ahead. It's just how it is, man. You just got to do it. You got to hustle. Like, I hustle. So I used to take people's signs down. I used to take people's signs. I used to put my phone number on them. I used to just buy a roll of white tape because I just taped their phone numbers and put my phone number.
Wow, I never thought of that one.
Yeah, bro. I buy permanent black marker. You know, the big fat Sharpie with the fat tip. Take other people's sign down. I'll take white tape and tape their phone numbers, and I'll put my phone number on there, and then put that same sign right back up. That's free marketing. But now you want to do things clean when you make some money. But back in the day, man, that's what I used to do, man. I used to do anything to try to just get a deal. Yeah. And you will get a deal if you're that hungry. Trust me, you'll get a deal. But you just got to be super hungry, and you got to do whatever it takes. But don't do anything like criminal to where you land up in prison or some, but anything that's just like taking signs down, because the city's going to take them down anyways. Yeah. So to me, I didn't, it was like, yo, this is the wilderness. We got to, we got to survive. It's like a jungle out here. So do whatever it takes to survive in this jungle. But once you do a couple deals, now you're above the pack. You're good to go. I used to do all kinds of stuff, man, just trying to get a deal. But after I did my first deal, I was good. Now I could afford to do the proper marketing. Now I could afford to, do whatever I need to do in order to get the deals that I need to get. But yeah, like I would go to the county courthouse and get some lists, come back home, and you could just make phone calls, and once you get someone on the phone who's interested, you can call me up and I'll do the rest of the deal and we'll split it. You know what I mean? Like I do virtual deals. So I do deals. Like I just did 2 deals in West Virginia not too long ago. So I think I posted a video about that, how I did basically virtually, how I closed the deal. And I even put all the closing documents up there just so people could see. Like, yo, it's not that hard. It could be done.
Okay, I definitely will. I mean, I am speaking with some, but it's like out here, I don't know. I'm trying to get them to, like get the prices lower because they're expecting too much. But I'm just working on my negotiation skills, really.
Yeah, no need to negotiate with them. Just like, when you're starting out, just find out what they need. Just start caring for them. Just start caring about people. Like, what do you need? Like, how can I help you? Like, what exactly do you need for me to do for you? And then you'll start hearing, if they are really in pain, they're going to start telling you everything. You just got to start caring. Don't think about money, because the money's going to come regardless. If you're in this business, you're bound to hit a $50,000 deal, a $20,000 deal, a $10,000 deal, a $5,000, something. Something's coming your way if you're pushing in this business. So don't worry about the money. What you got to do is try to find what they actually need, the sellers, what they actually need, and then try to accommodate. Once you understand that, then because sometimes when people don't have money, they come off as strong, or they come off as they just want to make money, So you just got to take that whole element out and just start caring for them. Like treat them like they're your grandparents or your grandmother, or you know what I mean, like your mom or your sister. Treat them, talk to them like that. Try to help them. Like how can I help you? Like even the last recording I put up, I just put up this phone call yesterday I did with this guy. It wasn't a deal, but you could kind of hear like how can I help you? I want to help them,
Yeah,
but
I definitely heard that in it.
yeah, I want to help them, but you can't help everybody. If it doesn't fit your buying criteria, if it doesn't fit the numbers, and we know how to do the math, 70%, ARV minus 70% minus
Yeah,
what we want to make, but we just couldn't, be where he need. Plus, I don't really think he was, ready to move it either. They had a couple of
yeah,
options, so you tell them what their best options are. You got to tell them what's best for them. It's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the seller. Like what's best for them. Just start going in every phone call with that mentality. Like what is best for them? Like how can I help you get rid of your problem? And like nowadays, like I'm just straightforward with these. Like you heard, I don't know if you heard the recording, the tape, the recording on the video yesterday.
yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure I did. If it was the black screen one.
yeah, the black screen one. But
Yeah,
I also asked him like, like I want to help you, but we have to make something. And even if I were to make this, like, what would you want me to make? Like you can ask him that. Like, what do you expect me to make if I'm putting up this kind of money? And then he was like, no, I understand. So as long as you're fair with everyone and you're open with them and you're not looking like you're trying to take advantage of them, at the end of the day, you just want to help as many people. Because when you try to help people, even if you can't help them today, you saw at the end of the call, he was like, oh, I'm looking to do this because I wasn't trying to take advantage of them. He felt that, and he felt like I was trying to help him. And so now he's like, we can work together. You know what I mean?
yeah,
At the end of the phone call, now I got somebody in New York who can run through the MLS. He told me if I need anything, if I need, like I didn't ask him all that. He volunteered all that information. If I needed
yeah.
some,
I heard that.
yeah,
That was
if I needed comps in New York, now I got somebody who I could just, hey, check this out for me, bro. You know what I mean? So, because he knew I wasn't trying to take advantage, I was trying to help. So, you just gotta try to help people as much, bring value to them, like try to help them as much as you can, and then soon you're gonna see the deals start coming to you, and now he's anything he runs across he's gonna bring to me, even though I didn't do a deal with him, because he knows I was trying to help him and I was genuine. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be genuine and listen more than you speak. Like 90% of the time he was speaking. So you just gotta try to help people. But it's a numbers game, man. At the end of the day, you're gonna do a lot of deals, and some months you're not gonna do nothing. Like last month, I didn't close anything. You know what I mean? Last month I didn't really do much, but this month, now I'm rocking. So some months are gonna be slow. Some months it's just business. So business is ups and downs. So, but yeah, I like to help everyone out. If you have any questions, like anything, if you need any help closing any deals, you can, like anybody who's like interested in selling, or you feel like you don't have a hold of things, you can always hit me up. You know what I mean? I try to help everyone out.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And then you'll probably hear this on YouTube later on too. So I try to record everything because I want everyone else to learn from everything. Like instead of me saying things a million times to a bunch of people, I rather someone, go to the channel and just listen, and then learn from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, man. Like any other questions you have, like as far as that, like generating more leads?
Not really.
Yeah,
So
man. The only thing
I
I could say, just listening to you, you're not doing enough. You don't want to spend money on gas. You don't want to spend money on leads. You don't want to I don't know. When's the last time you went to the courthouse to go get free leads?
Nah, I've never been to the
So
courthouse.
you're not doing enough. You got to do more. You got to do 100 times more than what you're already doing. What's your schedule like? Like, do you have school? Do you have do you have a job?
No, not right now. I'm not in school. Nor do I have a job. I've just been
You don't have a
trying to
job
study
either?
this. Nah,
Who do
I
you live
don't.
with? Who do you live with? You pay bills?
I live by myself.
So you, so you
I
have
mean, but
bills.
I'm 18, so I can
Okay, so you live with your parents then.
kind of, but not really. Cause I mean, I'm in an apartment.
They pay your apartment bill or you
Like,
pay it?
yeah,
They pay your apartment?
yeah.
Okay.
They started once I got unemployed.
Gotcha. Okay, well, what I would say, man, if you got free time, you should be I don't care if you gotta walk for dollars. I don't care if you gotta go buy a bike, pedal for dollars. I don't care if you gotta
Mhm.
jog for dollars. Every day, pull 25 properties, bro. You could do that. That's nothing. I got people who got less than you and got bills and got kids. I got this young lady now, man. She's in med school, right? Now that's
Mhm.
med school, meaning you gotta you gotta study a lot, right? She's in med school. She's got like 3 or 4 kids. She's taking care of her mom, and she's still sending me leads, and I'm still closing deals for her. So when I hear people say this, that, and the third, bro, you cannot beat this girl's problem. There's no way.
Yeah.
She's got med school. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? She's got a job.
Yeah.
She's got kids, and those kids have basketball practice, so she's got to make time for all of that. And she's taking care of her mom, who's not working, and she's a single mom. So
Yeah.
no one can tell me that they have it harder than her. And so far, I've closed 2 deals for her already. I closed 2 deals for her already, man. And every day she's like, man, thank God for you. She says, thank God for me. I just sent her a referral fee for like 17, I think it was $1,700. I forget the amount, but it was close. It was around 17, 7. How much was
Do
it?
you usually do flat 10% or what
Say that
do you
again.
usually charge? I said, what do you usually charge for a referral?
I can't hear you. Your phone's breaking up.
Oh, I said, what do you usually charge for a referral fee? Like 10% or?
No, I normally give anywhere between 30 to 50%. Depends how big the deal is.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I make sure you're okay. I'm not gonna I'm not a money hungry guy. You know,
Hmm.
I rather people do better than me, because I just like people getting ahead. So
Yeah.
I'm not some money hungry guy. And if you needed a certain amount, I'll make sure you have it. You know, just so you can get to the next level. So
Yeah.
I just sent this girl $1,794.10. So not too long ago, that was her second deal. So
Oh,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
But yeah, man, just let me know if you need help with anything. If you have any questions, like I said, you know, you're not doing enough. That's why you haven't gotten a deal yet. You know, you got to do more. You got to do more. Either get, if you can't do more, then recruit people to do more for you. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
you should be contacting 100 to 200 people per day. If you can't talk to 100 to 200 per day, because the people who do the best, the best in this business, who's doing $1 million, they're doing 500 calls per day, 500 to 1,000 calls per day. Just think about that.
Mm.
They're talking to five. They got a team of people talking to like 500 to 1,000 people per day, on top of their mailers, ringless voicemails, blast text messages, all this extra stuff. Just the phone calls alone, they're talking to like 500 to 1,000 per day. So if you're not talking to at least 10% of that, which is like 100 to 200 people per day, you need to up your production. If you can't do it, blast these ads. Put these ads, spend the $5, spend the $15, put those ads on Craigslist, recruit more property locators to where you can average 200, 300 calls per day between the all of you. And you should be monitoring them and telling them the same thing. You should be able to hit 100 per day, or you should be able to drive for dollars and bring me 25 properties every day. It's not that hard. 25 properties is like maybe like 2 hours worth of driving every day. So they should be able to put 2 hours. You should tell them they should be able to put 10 hours per week in the business, which is 2 hours per day. 5 days a week, 2 hours. That's 10 hours per day. That's what you should be putting in their heads. And you should be telling them you should have no less than, 20, 25 properties a day. If you put that in their heads, they're going to come close to it. They might not hit 25, but they might bring you 10, 15. Now, if you got 5 guys doing that, that's 50 properties a day. You know what I mean? That ad will bring you more than 5 guys or girls.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for you to work the business. You know what I mean? Like start being creative, man. Make it happen. Bring more people to the table. If you don't have time, you hire more people with time. If you don't have money, you find the money. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. But whenever you're stuck with something, just give me a call. I'll be able to help you.
All right, I definitely will. I appreciate all the help.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I will stay in touch. Have a great one.
All right, cool. We'll talk soon.
For sure.
All right.